Hey guys, welcome back to Top Tipper Betting Tips. I trust you had a fantastic day punting out at Greyville and you really enjoyed the racing as much as we did. Some class horses on show and getting prepped for the champion season. So it was very exciting to watch them. I'm going to have the Postman tipping out at Turffontein. So I'm going to hand you over to the Postman for his analysis. So here's the Postman.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, no matter where in the world you guys are, and a big warm welcome to the Top Tipper family. Before we get into our selections for Sunday the 7th of May, hope we all got involved in the best bet on Thursday, and that came home like a best bet should. Right, 9 races carded for Sunday. We're on the stand-side track, race 1 due off at 11:50. Take note, horses 4 and 7 have been scratched, leaving us with a small field of 5. First selection, and quite a confident one, horse number 6, Sandringham Summit. Samanga Kamala for the David Niverhazen yard, and I really think that this one will take a power of beating. For second, I've thrown in 3, Barbarossa, Keegan DeMello for the Van Furen yard. For third, I've gone for the first time of 5, Lion's Eye, and fourth, number 1, Ampersad. So the first event, 6, 3, 5, and 1. Second race on the card, this is the first leg of the bipot. Draw for 12:20, another juvenile plate of 11:60, and I think this is a match race. First selection, I have gone for horse number 7. This is moving in, Gavlarina for the Van Furen yard. Decent effort. First time out, finishing 5 lengths behind Cullen Blue. I don't think that was a bad run, and I think that this is the horse in the race. For second, I've gone for 10, Woman of Fame, Cabela Matsiani for the Terry yard. 4 fair efforts, and again, should be there and thereabouts. I don't like the drawn down the inside. I think is better on the outside. For third, I've gone for 1, Rose Tinted. Sianda Sasibo gets the ride for the Fortune yard. He'll be taking 2.5 of it back. Finished second to Heirloom, just under 2 lengths off them. I don't think that is the strongest form in the country, and that's I've tipped to run third. For fourth, I've gone for 8, Stormy Choice. Samanga gets the ride for Niverhazen yard. Again, very speedy sort, and again, should be there and thereabouts. So race 2, 7, 10, 1 and 8, and I do think 7 and 10 good enough for the bipot. Third race on the card, you're off at 12:55, Progress Plate over 1800 meters, first leg of the place accumulator. Don't like this race at all. Putting as many as the budget would allow. Some of the horses here, we don't know if they will see the 1800 meters at Turffontein, but let's go through and see what I fancy. Yeah, first selection, narrow first selection is 4, Laguna Verde. Craig Zaki gets it right for the Hudalarcus yard. If seeing arty distance, should be there and thereabouts. For second, I've gone for the 1, Prophet. I think this is the class horse in the race, but again, distance question mark. For third, we've gone for the 3. This is Argo Alley. Ray Danielson for the St. John Grey yard. I don't think he was given the best of rides last time out. Must be included in everything here. If this was a 1600 meter, I certainly would have a full go on this one. 1800 meters, again, I do have some question marks, but must be included in all exotics. For fourth, I've gone for the 2. This is Pyromaniac. Gavlarina for the Terry yard. I've lost hope in Pyromaniac, lost tons of cash on this one as well. Maybe good enough for back end of trifectas and quartets, but as I said, tough event, and we've gone 4, 1, 3 and 2, and I've gone for the first 3 selections in both the PA and the bipot. Fourth race on the card, you're off at 13:30, maiden plate over 1400 meters, and this is the first leg of the pick 6. Please take note, guys, there is a decent first timer here. When I say decent, a well-bred first timer, horse number 9, Total Surrender, and the Son of Flower Alley. Craig Zaki gets it right for the Hudalarcus yard, and I really like the breeding of this one, and I don't think it has to be a world beater in order to win this race. So let's go through. First selection, I'm going for the 1 Archimedes, King Demella for Philip Labuschagne. Again, last effort was fair behind Pontiac. This should be up there. Nice draw, and I certainly think this is good enough to run a drum. For second, I have thrown in the first timer, Total Surrender, nicely drawn at 6. And as I said, if this has any ability, he will certainly make this field pick up its feet. For third, I've thrown in the 10. This is You're My Sunshine, Gavin Arena for the lead yard. 2 fair efforts. Bad draw. Would be ridden for luck. But again, good enough for back end of trifectas and quartets. And for fourth, I've gone for the 2 Celtic Rush, Donald Geertsen for the David Nieuwenhuizen yard. Again, very badly drawn. And again, would need a hell of a lot of luck in the running. Smaller punters, banker the 1, or go 1 and 9. I know the first timer rule, if 9 wins 1 run second, at least you'll double up. In our exotics, I've gone 1, 9, and 10. Even looking at maybe just going 1 and 9. But again, watch him go down and throw your fancy in there. Fifth race on the card. This is due off at 14:05. Maiden plate for the girls over 1400 meters. First leg of Jackpot 1. And again, we go through this, and I don't think this is the easiest race in the card neither. Narrow first selection. I've gone for the 1 Heart of Eternity, Gavin Arena for the Verdenies yard. Every time Gavin rides for the yard, the alarm bells go off, and I'm going to tip that as a narrow first selection. For second, I have gone for the Stable Companion, and this is horse number 5, Tsitsikama Pearl, Sianda Sasibo again for Eriko. Second run after rest, Sianda claiming is 2.5. This should be there and thereabouts. For third, I've gone for the 2-year-old. This is Damo Star, Muzieni for the Fortune Stable. Really well-bred daughter of Flower Alley. I think this is a full sister to Feather Boa. Again, watch this one go down. I don't like punting 2-year-olds against older horses, so that's why I've selected this one to run third. Again, must have a chance. For fourth, I've thrown in the 7 As You Car, and this let the side down last time out. I don't believe it's that bad, and I certainly will be throwing this one in if we larger perms, especially in our jackpots, and if we take a pick 6. So in the fifth race, guys, I've gone 1, 5, 12, and 7. Throw them all in exotics. Move on to the sixth race on the card. Due off at 1440, Pinnacle Stakes over 1160 meters. And in this event, you find my best bet on the card. This is horse number 1, Supreme Warrior. Samangi Kamalo gets the ride here for the Azzy yard, drawn right on the outside where you want to be drawn, and I think this is best bet on the card. For second, I have gone for the 7, Cleaver Green. We know that the Cock Yard fancy this one. I think it's really good. Coming back from a 57-week layoff, may just need the run. And again, for me, drawn on the wrong side of the track. I do know Supreme Warrior is giving it a lot of weight. If you scared, throw this one in. Smaller punters, banker the 1. For third, we've gone for the 2, Under Your Spell. Don Geertsen gets the ride here for the Terry Yard. He's been riding really well. Be claiming his 2.5, and Under Your Spell certainly can be there when the whips are cracking. For fourth, gone for the 6, Maharani, King Demilla for the Van Vuren Yard. Again, well weighted, drawn on the right side of the track. Throw this one in if you're taking trifectas and quartets. So the 6th race, 1, 7, 2, and 6. 7th race on the card, due off at 15:15. This is the grade 3, over 3,200 meters. And we go and we look, this is the same race that was postponed, and I see all of a sudden Mr. Terry's thrown in horse number 2, Nebraska, in this event. I don't know how it got in. because the race was not abandoned, it was just postponed. But anyway, let's carry on. I do think it's a match race between horses 1 and 3. Shangani, King Demela for Tony Peter, really, really classy animal. Will get every inch of the 3,200 meters. Must go very close. For second, I've gone for the 3, Arumagum, Caden Brewer for the Mowing Yard, carrying only 52. And we know that the stable have lined this one up. This was the race that they want to win, and that's why I've gone for this one to run second. And I think 1 and 3 for all the exotics. For third, have gone for Nebraska, P. Australian for Sean Terry. Should this one win, I think there'll be a lot of people jumping up and down, especially the owners and trainers of the other 7 runners. But again, certainly decent sort, certainly good enough to make his presence felt. For fourth, gone for the 7, Apache Fighter, Muzigeni for the Magna Yard, and again, good enough to run a drum here. So race 7, I do think it's a match race between 1 and 3. Take a couple swingers, take a couple box exactors, and let's see if we can get through the 8th race on the card. Due off at 1550, merit rate at 90 handicap for the girls, again over 1,000 meters. Another very, very difficult event. Narrow first selection for us is the 3, Big-Eyed Girl, Gavin Arena for Jan Janssen van Vuren, drawn on the right side of the track, and I think will give a very good account of itself. Second, I've gone for the 8. This is Civil Princess, King de Mello for the Van Vuren Yard. Put a line through the last run, blatantly much better than that. Big negative, coming back from a rest, and I think drawn on the wrong side. However, good enough to get over and make Big-Eyed Girl gallop. For third, we've got for the 1, May Queen, Craig Zaki for Heather Adamson. Even with top weight, this is a fair sort, and again, should be there and thereabouts. For fourth, thrown in horse number 5, Rosario, Muzigeni for Roy Magna. This one is always slow, but in this field may be good enough to fill in one of the minor spots. So in a tough race, we've gone 3, 8, 1, and 5. Move on to the lucky last. This is due off at 1630. A met rate at 74 handicap for the girls, over 1,000 meters. And here, guys, we find our value bet. This is horse number 4, Samoa. This 8-year-old daughter of Global One. I'm hoping that Samanga opens and closes the event. Last time out was a decent effort over 1,200 meters. I really think it is better over 1,000. I think this will jump. I think this will be right up there. And let's just hope that Samanga can keep this one going at a decent price. For second, I have gone for the 9, Splendid Season, Caden Brewer for the Huda Larkus Yard. Again, I don't think that the distance would suit. If it was 1,200 meters or 1,400 meters, I would have gone for that one. But again, this one should be running on when others have cried enough. And again, also drawn on the right side of the track. I do like 4 and 9 for swingers there. For third, I've gone for the 2, Insatiable, Dennis Swaz for the Tony Peter Yard. Coming back from a 12-week rest. First run for the stable. Nicely drawn on the outside. And again, we know how well Tony has done with horses coming into the yard. For fourth, I've gone for the 1, Dancing Dora, Gav Larina for Fani Bronkhorst. Again, I do think that this one may be running on when others have cried enough. So race 9, 4, 9, 2, and 1. I do like 4 as a nice each-way bet. And let's break a leg and let's hope like hell things can arrive for us. Guys, as I said, you've got our skeleton selections. Please throw in what you fancy here. I mean, I'm not going to go out and tip you a 16,000 Rand perm and hope like hell you catch it. Take what we've got, use it as a skeleton, banker if you fancy the best bets. Please, guys, check for jockey changes, check for scratchings, check for betting moves, especially on the first timers. As I said, there's a really, really decent, well-bred first timer, and the first leg of the pick 6. Have a look at that one there. Take it easy, look after yourself, And cheers for now.
Thanks for that, the Postman. I see you've tipped a 9-race program. I know you take your studying seriously and you really want the punters to make nice, tidy profit. Thank you for the time that you put in and the professional way in which you analyze your cards. Guys, so enjoy your racing out at Turffontein. Have fun, break a leg, and cheers for now.